Hello everyone, this is Review. Alright ladies and gentlemen, we are here with yet another review. So, this review has really come to fruition and now into existence, mostly due to a massive outpouring of community support. And by community support, I mean I've received numerous emails, messages via YouTube, and with comments that have been enabled, actual requests from people speaking out saying they want to see this product reviewed. Now, this product has many differences as some say, many differences, many types of competition. It is a big market. It is sold in many stores across the nation and even across the world. Probably one of the most well-known and popular products ever. And some of you may be scratching your heads and maybe saying, Report of the Week, you haven't reviewed this already? What's wrong with you? Well, that moment has come, and we are reviewing it now. Now, we're reviewing a certain brand of this product. We are reviewing Great Value. Now, both of these jugs are Great Value brand, and this is a comparison, a rare side-by-side comparison review, live from Report of the Week Studios. We are reviewing and comparing Great Value Purified Drinking Water, and we're comparing that to Great Value Spring Water. Alright, now Great Value Purified Drinking Water is this jug with the green here, and a glass is already pre-filled with said beverage to avoid catastrophe. Likewise, here in the blue is the Great Value Spring Water, and that glass is pre-filled as well. We will start off, since this is closest to me, we will try out the Great Value Purified Drinking Water. So we're going to move this jug back and make room for the glass here. So, price-wise, first of all, these are both the same price, alright? It's by the same brand, but it's different products, right? This is Purified Drinking Water, this is just Spring Water. So, two different products there, but it does have the same value. And perhaps it is a great value, as the name implies. The price for each is 0.88 cents, or that is 88% of a dollar. 88 cents for each one, alright? Temperature is cool. It is recommended by most that this beverage be served cool, considering the time of year, but it can fluctuate, usually, depending on the time of year. So it's cool. Now the glass did sweat a little bit, so it has a translucent appearance, but most of the time, depending on the product, it has a transparent appearance, but this is more translucent due to the fact that the glass has kind of sweated over and there is some condensation on the outside of the glass. Odorless. The beverage itself is odorless and, for the most part, colorless as well. Has almost like a watery looking texture. So we brim this drink, and let's try it. So this is Great Value Purified Drinking Water going in. One more sip. So, Great Value Purified Drinking Water. Now, I mean, the name implies purified, right? Doesn't necessarily say it really is. It says purified, but what other proof do we have? Well, ingredients list, there is none. So they're giving us this liquid here, and they're not even saying what's in this. It says it was processed by micron filtration ultraviolet light, reverse osmosis, and ozonation. So I guess that is purified, perhaps. But, review bra, you're wondering, well, what does it taste like exactly? Upon the first sip, it was a certain coolness that hit my mouth. It really did fill my mouth. A coolness, and perhaps it's because this beverage is kind of chilled, refrigerated, might you say. Now, after that, this is not carbonated, alright? It's not a carbonated beverage. There's no caffeine content in this drink. So, with that being said, after the first sip, right, it was not carbonated, rather flat, might you say. It was this watery texture that really is the most noticeable characteristic of this beverage. It is a cool drink, no carbonation, watery. It is somewhat wet, to be described, and there is no visible aftertaste. Perhaps a mild chemical flavor, but not really incredibly noticeable per sip, and does not really detract from the tasting and drinking experience of this beverage. So that's what we have to say about that. Moving on. We have Great Value brand spring water, and we'll move the glass of the beverage to be tested and reviewed. This will sneak through here and get lined up right over here, and this will move up over here. So this is Great Value brand spring water. It has a blue label, that's how it can be discerned by. It is bottled by the Silver Springs Bottled Water Company. It is also processed by microinfiltration, ozonation, and ultraviolet light. Well, I thought they said that was the purified drinking water, so then what is this? I guess it's the same. Is it the same thing? Who knows? There's only one way to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move this back. Again, we brimmed it for maximum tasting and testing. Again, it has more of a translucent appearance, simply because it has kind of gotten covered with condensation, but looking through, when that little film has been removed, it is more on the transparent side. Again, looking in, it is clear in color, odorless, with no carbonation. So we're trying this now. Great Value brand spring water going in. One more sip. I need another sip too. Gotta look into this a little further. Gotta hold this up to the light here. So we'll move this back here, and this here. I'm going to do a loop-de-loop up here. And this one's going to zoom up here. So what did that one taste like exactly? They said that is Great Value spring water, whereas this one is Great Value purified drinking water. This says drinking water, but that one doesn't. So is that even supposed to be drank? Well, I drank it, so, we'll see if I'm here for another review or not. Well, here's what we had to taste with that brand, right? It was similar to this one. The first thing that I noticed was a coolness that came about the beverage. Following that was more of a refreshing taste, which had a certain wetness to it. and almost a certain watery type of characteristic to it. It was really, in my opinion, watered down. So, with that being said, I tried it, I switched it around, I even held it up to the light. I wanted to see, well, what makes it different from this purified drinking water? You know, I looked around for any sort of particulate matter in the beverage. I looked for any sort of fecal matter from possible animals, which might have been, you know, swimming around in the spring. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at it, tasting it, even looking in the jug that it came in. Nothing. No visible or flavorful accumulations of any kind. I apologize there, the beverage caused that. So, what else can we taste? Well, the one difference between these two beverages is that this one does not have any sort of chemical type flavor, whereas this one had a very mild type of chemical taste to it, but very, very mild. There is no visible aftertaste for the spring water at all. No visible aftertaste whatsoever. Now again, they're both priced at 0.88 USD. That's 88 cents per jug. So it is a good value, a great value, as they do say. So, reiterating once more, this one has a cool flavor, a certain wetness to it, no aftertaste, no carbonation, but a slight little chemical flavor, whereas this one has a cooler flavor, no visible carbonation, a refreshing type of taste, no aftertaste, but it has no chemical flavor, and no sort of aquatic fecal matter either. So, you know, how do these compare to each other? You know, how is each going to fare at each other out of the 10 rating scale? Well, first we're going to start off with the purified drinking water. Out of 10, we're going to be giving this an 8.2 out of 10, due to the fact that it has a great value, but it has a little bit of, you know, a chemical type taste to it. Whereas the great value spring water does not, and that does bring it up a little bit on the out of 10 rating scale. The great value spring water, I'm going to be giving an 8.7 out of 10, due to the fact that it does not have any sort of chemical flavor. So, that's our review today. It was a side-by-side battle of the brand, and we compared head-on in this counter stadium, right? A battle to the death between great value purified drinking water and great value spring water. Now, obviously, the spring water did prevail. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this review. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Report of the Week. And once again, this is Review. Thank you so much. Take care. We will see you later. Goodbye.